So today we'll see the BGP path selection. In BGP path selection, we'll learn about some BGP attributes. So if you remember, I told you that the BGP will select the best path on the basis of the attributes. So there are some attributes. On that basis, the BGP will select some the best path, the best route to the destination. Okay, like the OSPF, like our IGP protocols, select the best route on the basis of, like, if I go to EIGRP, it takes in consideration the bandwidth, delay, load, reliability, and MTU. Okay, and if I take OSPF, in OSPF, it takes bandwidth cost as the this thing. So it is calculated by 10 raised to 8 by bandwidth. Okay, so same way, my BGP also calculates the best path on the attributes. Okay, so BGP chooses a route to a network. BGP chooses a route to a network Ah, Tushar, you are in the meeting only, right? You are there. I've seen your message. I've got your message right now.
Yes, I joined. You let me.
Okay.
Thanks.
So BGP choose a route to a network. BGP choose a route to a network based on attributes. Based on attributes of its path. Okay. And what all are the attributes? Four categories. You can say four categories of attributes. The first one is well-known mandatory. Well-known mandatory. Okay. The first one is well-known mandatory. The second one is well-known well-known uh, discretionary. Discretionary. Okay. The third one is optional transitive. The third one is optional transitive. Then the fourth one is something optional non-transitive. Okay. Optional non-transitive. Then we have, these are the four categories that we can have in uh, this thing, BGP attributes categories. These are the four attribute categories. Okay. So these are, see, if I divide the BGP in different attributes, I can say if I make a tree for BGP attributes, okay, I can make a long tree. If I make, okay, a tree for BGP attributes, if I say this is my BGP attributes, okay, in this I'm having two main types, the first one and the second one. Okay, so if I go over here, these are my BGP attributes. BGP attributes. The first one over here is well known, well known. And the second one is optional. You can hear me, right, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is something, if I go, these two are the major types. Okay, optional and well known. Now, if I go inside optional, I have multiple things. I have two, first one and the second one. Okay, so if I write over here, the first one is mandatory. The second one is discretionary. The second one is discretionary. Okay, these are divided into two things. First one is mandatory. Well known is divided into two, discretionary and mandatory. And also my optional is divided into two. My optional is also divided into two. I make transitive, non-transitive. Okay, non-transitive. Got it? Now, if I go inside these, if I go inside these, so in mandatory, I am having some uh, attributes known as, the first one is AS path, autonomous system path, AS path. Okay, the second one over here is, the second one is next hop. What is the second one? Next hop. Okay, now my third one is origin. Origin. So these are the well-known attributes, or you can say well-known mandatory attributes. Okay, well-known mandatory attributes. So whenever my BGP is configured, okay, BGP will be having these three mandatory attributes for each route. Okay, it will be having the AS path information, it will be having the next hop, and also the origin from where the route is been originated. So these three are the mandatory things that will be in all the BGP networks, you can say, or all the BGP routes. These are the mandatory things. Okay, now my this origin is now divided into three more subsections. You can say I, I, E, I, E, and one more is my question mark. Incomplete, you can say. This is question mark. Incomplete. Okay, so I means my BGP things. Okay, E means my external routes, and question mark means my redistributed routes. Okay, my redistributed routes. Okay, this is something my BGP network routes. BGP network routes. Okay, and E means my older version of BGP routes. That is something EGP. So previously BGP was known as EGP. Okay, so this is something older version. You cannot see these E routes anywhere, but we have to study this. So E means the older version of BGP routes, that is EGP. And question mark means if the routes are redistributed into BGP, like if any RIP IGP protocols are redistributed inside the BGP. So it is something shown, it will be shown you in the routing table as this thing. So if you have seen the in the routing table that we can see I as my this thing. In the routing table we have seen I, or in the BGP table we have seen I mark. So the I mark means it is the network has been advertised in the BGP. The network has been advertised in the BGP. Got it? So these all are the categories. Now, if I go in the discretionary, in discretionary, I have something known as local preference. What I have? Local preference. Local preference. Okay. In discretionary, we have something known as local preference. Then we have something, one more attribute over here, that is uh, atomic aggregate. Atomic aggregate. Okay, so these are the two things in the discretionary. See, discretionary means, mandatory means I will be always having these three informations in my every routes. And discretionary means I might be having or might not be having. It's as per my requirement, you can say. It might can have or it might not have the attributes. Okay, so local preference, I can have the local preference or I cannot have the local preference. Now, optional. Okay, optional. What is optional? Optional transitive and optional non-transitive. So I'm just including all the things. So what I'm having in optional transitive, if I go with optional transitive, I am having an attribute known as, so there are many attributes in BGP. I can say aggregator. Aggregator is one attribute. Then I can have another attribute. You can say community. Okay, community, I have community. Now inside community also I have multiple things. I will not go in depth about the community thing. Okay, now in non-transitive I am having something MED. MED. Okay, I'm having something MED. Okay, this is something you will learn in the CCI level. Okay, MED. Then I have originator. These are something CCI level information. Okay, uh, originator. Then I have one more attribute over here. The last one is my cluster ID. What is the Last one, cluster ID. So if I make a BGP attribute tree, okay, basically it is divided into two things, well-known and optional. In well-known, we have two more subparts, mandatory and discretionary. In optional, we have transitive and non-transitive. Okay, AS path, these all things. So this is the tree structure. If I make a tree structure for BGP attributes, so they can be in this way. Okay, now what I will do, I will give you the brief about all the attributes. Okay, what are well-known attributes? What are well-known mandatory attributes? Okay, so the first one is well-known, well-known mandatory. The first one is well-known mandatory. So what is well-known mandatory? Recognized, must be recognized by all BGP routers present in all BGP updates. Okay, must be recognized by all BGP routers present in all BGP updates. In all BGP updates, we will be having this well-known mandatory attributes. Okay, and they will be passed on to other BGP routers. Okay, they will be passed to other BGP routers. Got it? The well-known mandatory are AS path, origin, and next hop. Okay, the well-known are origin, this thing, next hop, and so if I go over here, I'll be not having the configuration. I'll be just having the basic configuration. Show IP interface brief. Basic configuration is there. Show IP BGP. There is no BGP, active BGP. Okay. So if I go over here, I'm having the BGP commands. Okay, so what I will do, having these commands. Okay, so these are my commands. I will go and I will just paste in the this thing so that I can get the BGP configuration. R2 console. Okay, I will take on our BGP this thing. Okay, okay, I've configured these two routers. If I give show IP BGP, I'm having a neighbor show IP BGP summary. So the state is active still. Okay, so it has not made the neighborship with the 12 dot network. Show IP BGP summary. Still it is active. Okay, so why they are not forming the neighborship? Okay, I have not configured any IGP protocol. So I will say router OSPF, or I will say router EIPR thread. I will say network 10 dot network, 1 dot network, 4 dot network, and 11 dot network. No auto summary. See, I am running loop back. I have given some update source command, so I will be needing this thing, uh, IGP protocol configured. I will say over here network 20 dot network, 2 dot network, 1 dot network, and 12 dot network. No auto summary. Okay. If I go and verify over here, see my neighborship is up. Show IP BGP summary. My neighborship is up with my 12 dot network, and if I give show IP BGP, okay, see, this is my metric local preference. Next hop path information. I'm getting I because it is been advertised in the, see, these are the origin codes. I means IGP protocols. E means EGP. Incomplete. Incomplete means you are getting something from the uh, other routes, means a routing, it has been redistributed. So if I go and I configure other routers also, router EIGRP 100, I will say network 2 dot network, 30 dot network, 3 dot network, and 13 dot network. No auto summary. If I go on router 4 and I say router EIGRP 100, so you should be very fast in doing these basic things. Okay, you should understand that what is going on. Okay, should not get confused. The topology, first of all, you have to uh, understand the topology, what topology you are using. Okay, now if I go on R1 and if I see show BGP summary, see my 14 dot network, I am not getting the 14 dot network. It will take some time to get converged. See, it got converged. Okay, now my I'm getting all the routes. So IP BGP. See over here, I'm getting some these things. Okay, so this is what I have learned from the IGP. Okay, from IGP. See, IGP protocols. I. And whenever I'm getting this sign, as asterisk and a greater than symbol. This is something greater than symbol. So asterisk means these are my valid routes. Asterisk means these are my valid routes. Okay. And this greater than sign means this is my best route. This is my best route. This is my best route to reach the destination. Okay. So this is something your these three things are considered AS path. If I see over here BGP path, okay, AS number. So these three things are considered when I make the neighborship. See, AS path has been considered. Okay, then the next thing, origin has been considered. Where the router is from? Origin has been considered, and the next hop. The next hop. Okay, so this gives me the path from where I am getting the routes. Okay, and this gives me the next hop address. This is my local, so it is giving me 0000. Okay, then if I want to reach another network, 20 dot network, this is my next hop address, and this has been advertised in the BGP. This has been advertised in the BGP. Okay, now see here I am using loopback. If I am using WAN networks, then I will be not getting this R sign. I will be getting over here, I will be getting the asterisk sign, valid, and this thing I. Okay, so we'll see in the further examples. So these are some well-known attributes that is considered.
Sir, 1 minute. If we go back to that output, so the path I is the origin code IGP, the right handmost thing.
See, this is the path origin code from where I am getting the routes.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I am
And
getting
on
the
the left
routes.
hand side, I is internal.
Yes, from
Okay, okay.
this, from I am getting the routes from the BGP. This is my path. This is my path for BGP. From where I am getting the routes. If I redistribute any routes, here I will be getting a question mark. Okay, here I will be getting a question mark if I
Is that
redistribute any
what's the,
routes.
so what's the origin part?
See, origin is
This
something, these three are the origin you can say symbols or notations. I, E, and question mark. So I means this, in this example I have considered the IGP protocol, so it is showing me IGP. But if I am only running BGP protocol, I'm not running any IGP protocol, then what it will see, it will just see I means origin code. If it is showing me I, then means that means I have advertised that network in the BGP protocol.
BGP protocol.
Okay, and if I am getting something E means EGP, older version of BGP. Previously, we were having EGP. Okay, older version of BGP. So,
And that stays in front of the network, right? Yeah, and the show output.
sorry, I didn't got you.
Is that the one in front of the uh, IP addresses, network IP addresses?
No, that is those are status codes.
Which one
Because
is asking? This one?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
is that it? That's where the origin, where you see the origin.
See, path you will get from here.
Yes.
Okay, origin path you will
Okay.
get from here.
Origin part. Okay. All right.
Okay, got it. And if I get something known as incomplete over here, if you can see, incomplete means question mark means incomplete. Incomplete means I am redistributing route from any other routing protocol like IGP protocols. Okay, I have used the redistribution command. Got it? So these are the well-known attributes. Now if I go to well-known discretionary, well-known discretionary. You can say must be recognized by all BGP routers and passed on to other BGP routers. Okay, but need not be need not be present in an update. Need not be present in an update. So the well-known mandatory attributes are present in all the updates. Okay, they are present in all the updates, but this well-known discretionary need not be present in all the updates. Okay, so there is not mandatory things that it will be present in all the updates like local preference. Okay, local preference. So we'll see what is local preference in depth. Okay, in the further lecture. So now the third thing is optional transitive. Optional transitive. Now what is optional transitive? Might or might not be recognized, might or might not be recognized by a BGP router. Okay, but is passed on to other BGP routers. Okay, so what does it means? Might or might not be recognized by a BGP router, but it's passed on to other BGP routers. So what does it means exactly? Suppose I've give you an example over here. I'm having a router over here and I'm having some 10 dot network that is connected to this router. Okay, some 10 dot network is connected to this router. Now this router is connected to another router and it is connected to another router. Now what will happen if I am using something known as optional transitive? If I go over here in my diagram, so optional transitive have two things, aggregator or community. Aggregator or community. So if suppose I am using aggregator, I'm using aggregator. So if my this 10 dot network is over here, okay, if I'm using aggregator over here, aggregator, then what this router will do, this router will forward the information to other BGP routers. This router will pass this information if I'm using this aggregator, means optional transitive. Okay, got it? This whatever the routes are coming to this router, the 10 dot network is this router is giving the routes to this router, okay, via an aggregator attribute, via using an aggregator attribute. So if I'm using aggregator attribute, this router will pass my 10 dot network information to other BGP routers also. Okay, so if it is might or might not be recognized by the BGP router, but it passed the information to on the other BGP routers. Okay, got it? You can say if not recognized, it is marked as partial. If not recognized, it is marked as partial. We have two types of optional transitive, aggregator and community. Aggregator and community. Now the fourth and the last one we are having optional non-transitive. Optional non-transitive. So optional non-transitive is something opposite to optional transitive. If the BGP process does not recognize the attribute, then it ignore the update can ignore the update and not advertise advertise the path to its neighbors, you can say, or peers, you can say. Okay, so what happens in this? The same scenario, if I take, this is my router, I'm having some 10 dot network over here. Okay, now if I'm using something optional non-transitive, then optional non-transitive, then over here between these routers, then this 10 dot network will be advertised to this router, but this router will not forward the advertisement to any other neighbors. This router will not forward the advertisement to any other neighbor. This is optional non-transitive. Optional non-transitive. Got it? This is the simple thing that we can understand whether the these are having MED. MED is something multi-exit discriminator. Multi-exit discriminator, and one more thing, originator ID, you can say originator ID. So my 10 dot network will not get advertised, it will only get advertised to my directly connected network routers. Okay, and the directly connected router will not advertise the same network to any other peers if I am using this MED, multi-exit discriminator. So the use of these things we will be learning in the CCI level, the optional transitive and optional non-transitive. These are not there in our CCNP syllabus. Okay, understood. Now the next thing is AS path. What is AS path? See, I'm going inside the well-known mandatory attributes. The first one is AS path. So AS path is well-known mandatory attribute. Okay, it is well-known mandatory attribute. List of AS through which updates are, has traversed, you can say. Okay, so if you remember previously when we were learning BGP, I have shown you an example that if I am having multiple autonomous systems, okay, multiple autonomous systems and they are connected with each other in this way, and I'm having something 500 over here, 600 over here, 700 over here, and 800 over here. Okay, so the AS path is well known mandatory attribute. So if I am having different AS numbers, then what I can see, if anything is advertised to this AS, then it will be seen in the routing table as 500 comma I, 500 comma I. Now the same route, if it is advertised to this, then it will be something like this: 600, 500 and I. Okay, so this is something my AS path information. AS path information. Over here it will be 500, 600, 700. Okay, so this is something my AS path information, which is very useful if I am calculating the path, best path. So path with shortest AS path, path with shortest AS path list is more desirable. Okay, the path with this which is shortest AS path is more desirable. Got it? The next one is next hop. Next hop. What is next hop? We have seen when we were learning the next hop scenarios. So the next hop attribute is well known, mandatory. BGP is BGP is AS by AS routing protocol. Okay, it is not router to router. So in AS, next hop, you can say next hop not equal to next router. Next hop is not equal to next router. Next hop is equal to IP to reach next AS. Next hop equal to some IP to reach next AS. Okay, so next hop is not equal to next router in this. Next hop means, if you remember, we have seen next hop self command. Okay, but when we don't give the next hop self command also, I get the next hop address as my IP address of my next AS number, next autonomous system. Got it? Now the last one we have seen, the last one in well known is origin. So origin is, if I say it is showing you something as I, then it is a BGP network, advertised in BGP network, you can say. And if it is showing you something E, then it is something older version of BGP. The routes are advertised from older version of BGP. You can say EGP. If you see something known as question mark means advertise in other routing protocol. You can say IGP protocol, redistributed. They are advertised in other routing protocol and redistributed into BGP. Okay, they are not advertised in BGP, they are advertised in some other routing protocol like IGP, and they are redistributed into BGP. So this is something my well-known mandatory attributes. Well-known mandatory attributes. Got it? Understood? Now we have the next. attribute that is taken into consideration. Okay, you can say the first attribute that is taken in the consideration if I have multiple paths is weight attribute. Weight attribute. So I can say weight is Cisco attribute. Weight is Cisco's attribute. Okay, tells me tell how to exit the AS. Okay, suppose if I give you an example over here, let us say I'm having one AS number over here, and the another. Suppose I'm having two internet service providers that are connected to my BGP. Okay, that are connected to my one AS number. So suppose if I say this is my AS, okay, and I'm having multiple routers inside it that are connected to each other. They are running BGP. They are connected with each other. They are running BGP. Okay, these are my routers which are running BGP. And suppose my default route, it is selecting. This is my ISP, ISP1 and ISP2. My default route that is connecting to go over the internet is via ISP1. Okay, this is my default route, but I want that this should be the preferred route. It should select that should be the preferred route it should select to reach over the internet. So with the help of weight attribute I can change the selection of the paths if I am having multiple paths. Okay, if I am having multiple paths to exit the network, to exit the BGP, you can say to exit the AS. If I am having multiple paths, see, this is completely different AS, this is completely different AS. So to reach any other AS number, if I am having multiple paths, so what I can do, if this is the default path and I want that it should use some other path, this should be my preferred path. So with the help of weight attribute, I can change it. Okay, I can change it. We'll see how we can change in the with the help of practical. So this is my weight attribute. Tell how to exit the tells us how to exit the autonomous system. Okay, you can say path with the highest highest weight. Path with the highest weight is more desirable. Path with the highest weight is more desirable. Okay, understood. It will be local to the router. It will be local to the router. Now local to the router means if I go in the example over here, suppose these are my routers that are connected to the AS, this AS, these are the router, these are connected with the external autonomous system number, and I'm having some IBGP running inside these routers. Okay, so these routers are not connected with any external BGP. So what will happen, whatever routes I will be getting, suppose I am using this default route, this is my preferred route, so my this router will not advertise this thing to my another router. It will not advertise this thing to my another router. Suppose this my router is using this path via this router, then it will use this path only. It will not advertise to this router. This is something disadvantage of weight attribute. It will not advertise to other router in the autonomous system. It will keep the route information through itself only. Now what will happen in this, my this router is going via this way and these routers are going via this way. So it will be very difficult to understand the scenarios. Okay, so the only the this border router will keep the route information with itself. Okay, when we change the information, it will not pass the information to other routers. Got it? So you can say weight is partial attribute. Weight is partial attribute, and the default weight, if you go default weight, uh, 0 for learned routes, any learned routes. Okay, 0 for any learned routes, and 32768 for locally injected routes. For locally injected routes. So if I go over here and if I check, see, this is my local router. This is my locally injected route. On R1, my 10 dot network is local. So it is giving me weight as 32768. And these they are learning via, you can say they are learned routes. So the weight is by default 0 for the learned routes. For the
Sir,
learned routes,
BGP is a open standard protocol. So only the weight attribute is in the BGP is Cisco proprietary.
yes,
Is that possible?
yes. Weight
Okay.
is used as a Cisco attribute only. It is only a Cisco attribute.
Okay.
Okay. So if I take an example over here of weight, I have not drawn the AS. So if I will draw a diagram over here, I am having multiple autonomous systems. Our previous diagram only, our previous example, what we have seen, they are connected with each other. Okay, this is something my AS 500. This is something my AS 600. This is 700, and this is 800. Now suppose if I want to reach my 20 dot network, if I'm having some networks over here, I will make some network. Suppose I'm having over here, I'm having a 10 dot network that is connected in the AS 500. I'm having some 10 dot network, and over here I'm having some 20 dot network. So if I want to reach the 20 dot network, I have two paths. Okay, from AS 500, I have two paths. This is the one path. So if I go via this way, my AS path information will be something like this: 500, comma I, 500, comma I. But if I go via this way, this 800 would be over here. This is my 800. So my path will be, if I go via this way, my path over here will be 500 I. My path over here will be in 700. This is my 700. My path over here will be 700, sorry, 800, and it is originating from 500 and advertised in BGP. Okay, then when it reaches here, it will be 800, 700 and 500. Correct? Sorry, 500, 700 and 800. So this will be my path if I go via this way. But what I want, my 10 dot network should reach via this path, should go via this path. So what I can do, I can change the weight. The weight over here will be 0 by default. So what I can do, I can change the weight to some anything. So what I will do, I will change the weight to 4000. Once I change the weight to 4000 from 0, so 4000 is greater than 0. So the 500 AS, the 10 dot network will reach the 20 dot network via this route now. It will reach the 20 dot network via this route. Understood? But what will happen, my only if I'm having if I what I told you, I'm having multiple routers over here. Okay, I'm having multiple routers. Only my this router is connected with this AS number, and my this router is connected with this AS number. Okay, then only my this router will pass the information from this. Still, this router information will be going via the best route. So this is something a drawback of weight attribute. Okay, it will not advertise the best route, best weight information to any other router in the AS number. Okay, so for that we use something known as local preference. What we use? Local preference. So local preference, when we use local preference, the border router will advertise the information that this route has the highest weight, so all the routers will go via this only. So the weight is best, weight is something you can say best used when we have only one exit path, only one exit path on to the other AS number. Then we can use the best the this thing, because if any router want to exit the this thing, the autonomous system, it has to reach this router, and this router will have the path. Okay, so the weight attribute is helpful when we are having a single exit path from the autonomous system, but in this example we are having multiple exit paths.
Ari, please mute yourself.
Sorry.
I think I was getting noise.
You're getting noise.
Don't worry, it's done. It's okay.
Everyone is mute. You're getting noise from my end.
No, no, not your hand.
I think Hari was not muted until now.
Okay. So Hari and all of you, please be on mute. Okay, so that others should not get disturbance. Okay. So you understood this thing? Weight attribute is used whenever we have an single exit point, a single router. A single router is an exit point. Then we can use the weight attribute, because every router, each router who needs to go to another AS need to come to this border router, and this border router will have the information about the paths. Tushar, you are requesting for something? I got a request, Tushar, annotation request. Okay, so understood this thing. So to overcome this type of when we have multiple exit paths, so what we can use something known as local preference. Local preference. Now, what is local preference? Local preference defines how to the same thing, how, or you can say how data traffic should exit from one AS, or you can say from an AS. Okay, how data traffic.
Sorry. Okay, weighted attributes is Cisco. Okay, it's not. Is it under any other? Is it under well known or mandatory or discretionary,
It is well known
or
mandate.
it's just?
Sorry, what weight attribute
Yeah,
is
that's the
what?
question. I'm asking whether is it well known, mandatory, or
See, weight attribute is
well known,
completely different. Okay, it
completely
does not
different.
come
So,
under these things.
okay,
Okay, see,
all
what I
right.
told you, we have multiple attributes. So we have seen some type of attributes with their tree structure, but we have other attributes also like local preference, and we have something known as uh, weight attribute. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
Just a second. Na. Okay. So where was I? Defines how data traffic should exit from an autonomous system. Okay. So weight is something my local, you can say weight is something uh, Cisco proprietary. So you cannot use weight. You will not find weight attribute in other vendor routers. Okay. So all the other attributes which we have studied, well known and all the things, these well known, these are the attributes which you will find on all other things, but the weight attributes is one that you will not find in any other vendor device. In any other vendor device. Got it? Now path with highest preference. Path with highest preference value is more desirable. Path with highest preference value is more desirable. Now, whatever routes I will get, it is advertised only to IBGP neighbors. IBGP neighbors. IBGP neighbors. Tushar, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I know something wrong with my phone or the app on my phone, but
Within the AS. Yeah, sometimes it gives issue. This WebEx is giving issue sometimes. Okay, so that was the reason I used to use that Zoom. Okay, but Zoom goes out in 40 minutes, so the other alternative is this thing. So it will advertise only to IBGP neighbors within AS. Okay, so as I gave you the example of this thing, wait, it will, the border router will not advertise the information of the best route. Suppose I am having two exit path. This is my one exit path. This is my another exit path. So my this router, if I change the weight or local preference value over here, if I change the local preference value, anything, if I make it as 200, then what it will do, it will just pass the information to all the routers that the local preference value has been changed over here. This is the best route. So now my this router also will go via this route only. It will not go via this route. Okay, understood. So this is something done by the it local preference. It advertise it to all the IBGP neighbors. Now the default value is 100. The default value is 100, and you
But
can say
hello.
yes.
So, but can it be configured? Is it supposed to be configured only on the AS border router, or it can be configured on any of the routers?
So you have to configure it on the border router only. See why we are
Okay.
using these attributes. We are using these attributes to select the path, to go to the other autonomous system number. So if you want to go to another autonomous system number, you have to reach the border router. Okay. So all the configurations, the eBGP
Yes.
configurations will be there on the border router only. They will be not there on any other router. Correct? Other routers will be having
Okay.
only the
Yeah.
IBGP configurations.
Okay.
Okay, so the local preference is well known discretionary. Well known discretionary attribute. It is well known discretionary attribute. Okay, understood? Any doubt till here in weight, local preference, or anything?
No, sir.
Anyone, any doubt? Hari,
No doubt.
Varun, okay. So we'll see some lab scenarios for local preference and weight attributes. Okay, we'll see some labs. We can verify the this thing weight attribute and by seeing a lab scenario. So what we will do, we'll go over here and we'll design our network. We'll use the same topology. So what I will do, I will stop all the routers. I will start all the routers. Now my task over here is lab for my weight attributes, I can say. I will change the weight attribute. So my task over here is, the first task over here is I have to configure, I will configure the basic, you can say configure basic IBGP and eBGP. Configure basic IBGP and eBGP peering using directly connected interfaces. Directly connected interfaces means I will be not using the loopback. I'll be not using the loopback. I'll be using my directly connected interfaces. Then advertise all network advertise all the networks. Then make sure the next hop address should be the next router address. Okay, so this is my basic configuration. What I will do, then I will change the weight. First I will configure this thing. My next hop address will be my next router. Okay, so we have seen this thing previously also. So what I will do, I will quickly configure all the things. So first we will see how we will do the practical. Okay, so our lab scenario will be something like this. My this router 1 will be in something ES500. Okay, this router 2 and this router 3 will be in one AS. I can say ES600 you can use, and this my router 4 will be in ES700. Okay, so this is my scenario. I will use this scenario, this lab scenario. So remember this thing, my router 1 is will be in my 500, and router 2 will be 2 and 3 will be my in 700, and router 4 will be in my, sorry, this will be in my 600 and this will be in my 700. Okay, so I will quickly configure as per our this thing. We connect R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay, so quickly I will configure the BGP configuration. So on R1 router BGP 500, I'm running 500. I will say my neighbors are 1.1.1.2, and the remote AS of my neighbor is 600. The remote AS of my neighbor is 600. Okay, the another neighbor is 4.4.4.1, and the remote AS of my neighbor is 700. Okay, then I will advertise the network 10 dot network, my LAN interface. Then I will advertise my WAN interface, both the WAN interfaces. Sorry, both the WAN interfaces. Then I will say no auto summary, no synchronization. Okay, exit. Got it? Then I will go on R2 and I will say config terminal router BGP 600. Neighbor is my 1.1.1.1, and the remote AS was 500. Correct? Remote AS is 500. My neighbor is 2.2.2.2, 2.2.2.2, and the remote AS is 600. My same autonomous system. My same autonomous system. Now, if I will advertise network 20 dot network, 2 dot network, 1 dot network, 2 dot network, 20 dot network, 1 dot network. No auto summary, no synchronization. Okay, I'll go on R3 and I will say config terminal router BGP 600, the same autonomous system. My neighbors are 2.2.2.1. Remote AS is something 600, my same AS. One more neighbor is there. What is the other neighbor? 3.3.3.2. Correct? Other is, this is 3.3.3.2. So 3.3.3.2, and my remote is over here is 700. 700. Correct? Then I will advertise network 30 dot network, 3 dot network, 2 dot network. I'll say no auto summary, no synchronization. No auto summary, no synchronization. Then I will go on R4 config terminal and I will say router BGP 700. I'll say neighbor. Who's my neighbor? 4.4.4.2. The remote AS is, what will be my remote AS? 500. Then I have neighbor 3.3.3.1 and the remote AS is 600. You're getting me what configuration I'm doing? I'm doing the basic configurations. 0, 4 dot network, 3 dot network, no auto summary, no synchronization. Okay. So if I go and verify, if I see show IP BGP summary over here, show IP BGP summary, my neighbors are this 3 dot and 2 dot. Okay, 3 dot and 2 dot are my neighbors. But if I go and if I verify show IP BGP table, show IP BGP, okay, you can see over here I'm getting the routes, multiple routes. Okay, so I'm getting multiple routes. So see, for one dot network, I have two paths. This is one path and this is another path. So how it is going, it is selecting, this is my best route. 4.4.4.2 is my best route for one dot network. See, I'm on R4. If I want to go to one dot network, either I can go via this way or via this way, correct? So this is my best route. It is selecting this as the best route 4.4.2.2 over here. See, I am having both the routes, but this is the symbol of the best route, asterisk and the greater than symbol, you can say. Okay, for all the now routes I am having, see over here also, it is going via 600 and I, 600 and I, 500 and I. Now if I want to reach 2 dot network from here, I have two paths. Either I can go via 3.3.3.1 or I can go via 4.4.4.2. So the AS path will be calculated over here. Via the AS path, I will get the best route information. I'll get the best route information. See, this is my AS path if I want to reach 2 dot network from R4. From R4, if I want to reach 2 dot network, then this will be my best path. Got it? If I go on R3 and if I verify show IP BGP, see the 10 dot network I'm getting over here, 10 dot network and the 1 dot network over here, 1 dot network over here. Okay, 1 dot network over here. So these are my, this is my best route. This is my best route that I'm getting, and this see the wait commands. See the wait commands are 0 and these are the local preference. Local preference is by default 100 for all the routes. Okay, understood? You have seen all the routes. We can verify. Got it? Now, if I go on my R2's router and if I verify over here also show IP BGP, where how I can reach my One dot network is directly connected. Okay, this is my best route, directly connected 0000. If I see over here R3, it is using what to reach one dot network, sorry, to reach 10 dot network. What is my best path? My best path is this 1.1.1.1. To reach the 10 dot network, my best path is 1.1.1.1. And if I go and verify over here, my to reach the 40 dot network from R2, it is using the best path as 3.3.3.2. Okay, now I can verify over here, show IP route BGP. The best route will be advertised in the routing table. See, 40 dot network is via 3.3.3.2. Okay, 40 dot network is via 3.3.3.2. Now to change the next hop behavior, what I have to do? See, 3.3.3.2, if I'm on R2, 3.3.3.2 is over here. Okay, so to change the next hop behavior, if I want to make the next hop as my next router, what I have to do, I have to give the command. So what I will do, I will go on R2 and I will give a command. What was the command that I have to give? I have to give the command router BGP 600 and I have to say neighbor 2.2.2.2 and I have to say next hop cell. Got it? Same thing I will do in my R3. I will say same thing I will do on R3. Router BGP 600. I'll say neighbor. Who is my neighbor in it? In R3, who is my neighbor? 2.2.2.1. And I'll say next hop cell. So show IP route BGP. To reach the 20 dot network, it has been changed. I go over here also. To reach the 40 dot network, my next hop has been changed over here. Correct? Got it? If I verify the BGP table also, show IP BGP, the next hop address to reach the 40 dot network is 2.2.2.2 and it is my best route. Previously it was using 3.3.3.2. Okay. So now my task is I will configure R1. R1 will prefer all the routes via R4 only. Okay, all the routes will be preferred via R4 only. So show IP BGP, if I go see show IP BGP, if I want to reach the 20 dot network, it is using 1.1.1.2 as the address. So what I want, if it want to goes to 30 dot network also, if it is using 1.1.1.2. If you want to reach 3 dot network, it is using 1.1.1.2. Now what I want, my R1 should, I will configure R1 to prefer the exit path via R4. Okay, to reach all the networks. So what I will do, I will configure my R1. By default, my R1 is using 1.1.1.2. This is my 1.1.1.2. So my R1 is using this path by default. Okay, to reach any network, whether it is 20 network, whether it is 3 dot network, it is using this path. Okay, now what I want this, if R1 want to go to any network, whether 20, 2 dot network or 3 dot network, it will use the path via R4. So I will configure, I will change the weight attribute. So you can see over here, weight attribute are 0 everywhere. Weight attributes are 0 everywhere. Got it? So I can check ping 20.1.1.1. Okay, I can check trace route. See, it is using 1.1.1.2. 1.1.1.2. So to change the default preferred route, what we have to do via R2, default preferred route is via R2, and we want to make it to R4. We need to apply the higher weight to R4. What we have to do? We have to make the higher weight on the R4 side. What I will do, I will go in the router BGP 500 and I will say neighbor 4.4.4.1 and I will use a command wait. Will use a command wait. I will give some command as 40,000. I can give any weight value from greater than 0 to 65,535. I can give any value from 65,535. Okay, so I can give any number. I will consider as 40,000. Okay, once I do this thing, if I go and if I verify my show IP BGP, to see, still it is using. Okay, let me clear the process. Clear IP BGP star and soft. Okay, so this is the used command if you want to clear the BGP process. So use this command. This is the recommended command. It will not disconnect your reset your neighborship. Clear IP BGP star soft. Okay, this will not clear. This will not reset your neighborship. So if I give this command, if I verify again, see now 20 dot network is going via this 4.4.4.1 and this is changed over here. The weight is 40,000. Also my 2 dot network has the best route information as 4.4.4.1 and it is going via 700, 600 and I. 700, 600 and I. Understood? Got it? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So this is my wait command. I can use this wait command in different scenarios. So you can say by default the BGP applies wait on all the receiving from the specific neighbor. You can say if you want to add specific routes, like if I want that some of my routes should use this path, some of my routes should use this path and the rest all the routes should use this path only. So I can do these things also by using route maps. Okay, by using route maps in the BGP I can use route maps and I can do the same things. Understood? So we can see the same thing if you want. So what we have done, we have configured all the
So,
things. Yes,
so, so if you're using the route maps, is it kind of load balancing on the links?
yes, yes. Load balancing. Suppose if I want that if my this is my 12 dot loopback. Suppose I'm having a 12 dot loopback. Suppose any user in my LAN, if he want to go to these two loopbacks, these two networks 12.0.0.1 and 12.0.1.0. Okay, you can say 0.0 and 1.0. If these two network it will use this best path, and if it wants to go to this two loopbacks, then it will use this path. So I can do this thing similar example. If you want, we can see the practical about this thing. So what we can do, we can configure, we will have the previous configuration only. So what we will do, if my any LAN user want to reach these first two networks, then it will use this path, and the other two networks it will use this path. Okay, so I can do this thing by route maps, by using route maps. So what I will do, I am on R1. I will remove the configuration, this wait configuration from here. I will say no. Okay, I will say no. Then what I will do, on R2 I will go and I will advertise my loopback interfaces also in the BGP 600, and I will say network 12.0.0.0, and the mask is 255.255.255.0. Then I am having one dot network, two dot network, and three dot network. So I have already created I am having the basic things created. So show IP, BGP, so show IP interface brief. So the loopbacks are already configured. What I will do, this is my basic configurations that I've done. WR, WR, we save this configuration. So I'll not do the basic configuration again and again. So what I've done, I've saved the basic configurations. Okay. Now if I go and verify on R1, show IP BGP, see my 12 dot network. See my 12 dot network. It is using the best path 1.1.1.2, 1.1.1.2, 1.1.1.2. Okay. Next hop metric local preference wait. See 1.1.1.2, the next hop address. Now what I want for these two networks, it should use 4.4.4.1 as the, or I can say these two networks will use 1.1.1.2 only, and remaining these two networks will use the 4.4.4.1 as the best route. Now you can see it is having the best route as 1.1.1.2. Understood? So what I can do, I can use route maps. So I will configure route map over here on R1. So you know the configuration of route map, what how the route map works. So first I have to create an access list. Suppose I create an access list number 15. I will say permit what, 12 dot network with the wildcard bit. Okay. Then I will say permit 1 dot network with the wildcard bits. Okay. Then I will create something known as route map. So I will say route map CCNP permit 10. Okay. Then I will say match IP address 12. Match IP address 12. And I will say set wait. I will set the wait command for these two networks. For these two networks, I will set the wait command as suppose 4000. Okay. 4000. I will say exit. Then I will again have the one more statement, route map statement, the default route map statement, you can say blank route map statement. I will not give anything over here, so that my all other routes will be configured. My all other routes will be configured. Now what I will do, I will go in the router BGP 500 and I will say neighbor 4.4.4.1 use the route map. I will not use the wait command. I will say use the route map. Route map name is CCNP. Got it? Understood? Route map CCNP, and the direction will be in. The direction will be in. See, if I give out, so it will not take. See, route map used as BGP outbound route map set wait not supported. Okay, so it is not supported. The out command is not supported. Okay, in the route map, if you want to use the route map, it is not supported. The wait route map is not supported as in the out direction. So I have told in the in direction. Understood? Now what I will do, I will clear the BGP process. So I see show IP BGP. I should get the two routes from different things. See, this 12 dot is using 4.4.4.1 and the rest also. I've configured it oppositely, I think so. I've configured opposite thing. I've configured this 12.0.0.0 is using 4.4.4.1, and these two routers are using some the default route. So you can see over here the weight values. So you can do this thing via the route maps also. You can do these things via the route maps also. So if I want to verify show IP BGP, I can say 12.0.0.1. Yeah, I can get the routing table. I can get the table and it is going from 4.4.4.1. It is going from 4.4.4.1. Got it? First it is going to this, then it is going to 1.1.1.2. Understood? So you can use this thing also if you want to verify. If I see the routing table show IP BGP, or you can say show IP route BGP, show IP route BGP, the routing table. See my 12 dot network, these two networks are going via 4.4.4.1. To reach these two networks, I will go via 4.4.4.1, and remaining two networks I will go via 1.1.1.2. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt till here?
No, no.
So this is something wait command, and now we have seen the wait attribute. Okay, now in the same scenario, we will see the local preference. Okay, we will see the local preference in the same scenario. So we will continue with the same configuration, just we will remove the route map commands, whatever route map commands we have given. We will remove
Sir,
the
the local preference is used when the aut- autonomous system has more than two exit interfaces, like the exit paths.
yes.
Uh,
But if you go and verify over here in the wait of where I have configured over here, Okay, I'm having single router over here. If I go on R2, if I see show IP BGP, see the output over here, 12 dot network. Okay, 12 dot network, and this thing. So I cannot see in this. Usually, if I have more than two routers, more than two exit paths. Okay, just a second. I'm having two exit paths over here. 12 dot 1 dot 1 dot 12 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 and 12 dot 0 dot 1 dot 0. Okay, over here I'm getting on this IP GP. Over here I'm running a single router. I'm having a single router. So the thing is that if I would have multiple routers, then I would have seen over here that my other router is not getting this information. My other router, you can practice the same thing by taking two routers in a single AS, and you can see the things. Okay, because your other routers will not get the information from the border router. You will not get the information from the border router, and if I use the local preference, it will advertise the information from the border routers to other routers in the autonomous system number. So this is only the difference between local preference and this thing.
And
If I
sir, I know it's not optimal, but what if we manually configure wait on non-border routers? So will it work or?
Oh, it will not work. See, your eBGP is working. Your eBGP peering is with your border router only. Okay, my
Okay, 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 sir.
iBGP peering. If I configure anything on iBGP, then it will not affect my border routers. Wait command usually not share the information, you can say. So if I configure anywhere in the IBGP, then it will not be useful. It will not be useful. Understood? It should be a border router. You have to
Okay.
configure it on the border router only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we will see the same configuration. Just what I will do, I will remove this no neighbor show run. I'm having access list and route map. What I will say, no route map out, no access list, okay, show run. Now I'm having the default configuration, I think so. Route map is still there. So I will say no route map.
can you still use the route map for local preferences?
Sorry. Yeah, we'll be using the route map, but without
For
route
the
map, we will be seeing first without route map. Okay, so I'm just removing the route map so it will be
Okay.
clear
All
for
right.
you. I'm just removing the route maps in access list.
Okay.
So there will be no issue if I don't remove also, but I am clearing the configuration so that you can understand, you should not get confused. Okay, now if I go on my R2, if I check show IP BGP, 40.network is going via 2.2.2.2. You can see my 40.network is reaching via 2.2.2.2, means via R3. And if I go on R3, if I check show IP BGP, my 40.network is going via 3.3.3.2. Okay, so now, and on R2, if I go again and if I check this, this is my BGP table. But if I go and if I say show IP route BGP, I will have the 40.network and the route will be via R3 2.2.2. Okay. Now what I want that uh, I will make the local preference value. I will change the local preference value on R2. What I will say, all the routers that are exiting the AS600 via R2, we will change the local preference value of R2 higher than the default. All the routers, you can say, exit from the AS600 via R2. We will change the routes for that routers as we will change the local preference. So all the local preference are, you can see over here, all the local preference are how much? 100. The local preference over here are 100. Okay, now what I will do to change the local preference, I will go in router BGP 600, router BGP 600. I will say command is BGP default local preference 400, suppose. Okay, I have given this 400 the local preference. Okay, now if I verify show IP BGP, 1.network is my directly connected, 2.network is my directly connected, 3.network is my directly connected, 3 dot is not my directly connected. Okay, the best route it is using to reach 3 dot network is 1.1.1.1. It is going via R1. It is going via R1. Okay, so what I did exactly, if I explain you what I did, if any route that is exiting the this R2's router, okay, it will go via R1 and R4. Anything going out from the AS600 will go via this route. Will go via this route. So see, if you verify over here in the routing table, in the BGP table of this, my 3 dot network is reaching via 1.1.1.1, is reaching via 1.1.1.1. And in previously, if I verify, my this table. See, 3 dot network was going via 2.2.2.2, but now my 3 dot network is going via 1.1.1.1. I have changed the local preference value for exiting routes. For exiting routes, what I have done, any routes that are going outside from R2, okay, from AS600 should prefer and use the path via R1. Should prefer and use the path via R1. That is, it will go R2, R1, R4 using local preference. Using the local preference. Understood what I have done?
Sir, the command is BGP default local preference value.
Yes.
Is that the command?
BGP
Okay.
default local preference value 400.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Understood? So if I go on R3 also, and if I say show IP BGP, what is my routes over here? If I want to reach the 40 dot network, you can see the best route has been the 2.2.2.1 now with the local preference as 400. With the local preference as 400. If I want to go to 1 dot network, my best route is 2.2.2.1. My best route is 2.2.2.1. Understood. So this is the use of local preference. We can see I have not done anything on R3. It has been automatically advertised on R3 also. It has been automatically advertised on R3 also because it is in the same autonomous system number. It is in the same autonomous system number. Got it? Any doubt? Any doubt, guys?
No doubt, sir. No doubt.
Okay, so we have seen the attributes part in our BGP. Okay, we have seen the local preference, we have seen the weight, we have seen the different types of attributes. Okay, so we'll stop over here for today.